So I'd say, really being able to uh, drag and drop the record, and it automating the splices was a significant change from my workflow. The ability to be able to execute on an idea made it feel like an extension of, myself as an artist and what I wanted from production. Really, the splicing feature and like how easy it is to adopt, while finding like the perfect chop. And then as well as being able to like automate the BPM and syncing the key between different samples, like I've done like in Smile, all the same key and same BPM. I think that there's a beauty there that like I can do in 20 minutes where my previous workflow would take me never. Majority of it, all records that I produced came from the slab. That's 7 out of 9. Even Larry Fink, the sample, the chops there were, on my end, and Space providing like the elements of the drums. There were many different things that I could use from what he had sent me and what we had worked on in a session. But I'd say, yeah, roughly 90%. Like I wouldn't have this album without the slab. Honestly, it wouldn't even really be possible. And now that I think about previous stars that I was using, that sort of thing, it just would have been too much red tape. Really being able to like use my imagination at some point to bridge melodies and chord progressions within the samples. I didn't even have the inkling that I had the ability to actually identify and bridge different pieces throughout a record into a very unique separate piece. I think that in and of itself is like what allowed me to even have the confidence in sampling. Everything's streamlined, from the color codes to being able to tweak the low end, mid-range, high end, as well as the filter knob that you're able to adjust. I think everything is just like a fingertip feel. It speaks my visual language. My process usually starts with a sample. I'm not really looking for sounds as much as I'm looking for a conversation. As I'm writing, though, the arrangement begins revealing itself. Beat switches, different sections, fleshing out the arrangement. I've fallen in love with Serato Hex because it allows me to approach the drums almost like designing, like finding the balance between movement, repetition, and surprise. Then I start focusing on space. Lately, I've been using Serato Hex, specifically the space presets for vocal leads and textures, because I'm always interested in creating environments, not just instrumentals or beats. The final stage is refinement. Every sound has to earn its place. I break it down into my DAW, and then I'm no longer trying to make the beat. At that point, I'm trying to uncover the clearest version of an idea that was already hiding inside the sample.